Hi everyone, my name is Taylor, and I'm here today to give you a little informational session about some of the best ways to prevent the spread of HIV. HIV is spread through the contact with blood or with other sexual fluids, such as semen or vaginal fluids, and this usually occurs during vaginal or anal sex. So, the only way we can be 100% certain of avoiding HIV is to not have vaginal or anal sex. However, most people at some point in their lifetimes do have sex, so learning about HIV prevention and knowing how to practice safe sex is the most important thing to begin with of how to stop the spread of HIV and how to guard yourself having safe sex. So the number one thing that we can do to really ensure that you're lowering your risk of getting HIV is to use a condom. If you're going to have sex, using condoms every single time is the best way to prevent yourself from getting HIV and from spreading HIV in the case that you are positive. Some sexual activities are safer than others when it comes to getting HIV. There's different categories of risks that generate how likely you are to get HIV. Some activities that are no risks, that means basically they've never caused a reported case of HIV, are activities such as masturbating, touching your partner's genitals or rubbing bodies together, kissing, in the most basic form, kissing, having oral sex with a condom. There's things such as dental dams or plastic wraps that can help prevent that also, or using clean sex toys. So those are activities that are no risks and that have never reported or have never been the cause of a reported case of HIV. Some activities that are lower risks but aren't necessarily no risks, meaning that they've only caused a few reported cases of the spread of HIV, include deep kissing. This can occur if a person has HIV with sores or bleeding in their mouth, so the spread of HIV may still occur, but it's a lower risk. Vaginal sex with a condom, anal sex with a condom, or oral sex without a condom are lower risks of causing the spread of HIV. Some activities that are high risks, and this is the number one way that millions of people get HIV, are through vaginal or anal sex without the use of a condom. And again, it's so easy for HIV to get into your body if you have sores or cuts or openings in your skin that bodily fluids or blood are more likely to get into. So basically, don't have sex if you have a massive herpes outbreak or other infections, or make sure that you're communicating with your partner as to why you can't engage in these activities so you guys can really ensure that you're practicing safe sex. Having other STDs makes you more likely to get HIV, so it's a really good idea to be getting tested for STDs regularly. It's also important to note that there are no known cause for this, and there's no vaccine that basically protects against HIV, but lots of people are working on making one. So the best thing that you can do if you find out that you're HIV positive is to stay calm. People living with HIV can live normal, healthy relationship, sex lives, but it's really important to take precautions to help your partner and yourself, I suppose, stay HIV free. And again, to reiterate what we just talked about earlier, there are ways that you can prevent yourself from getting HIV or giving HIV to other people. This is to always use a condom when you are having vaginal and anal sex. Using a condom is the number one most effective way of preventing HIV. And then also start treating HIV as soon as possible and taking your HIV medicine constantly. This can lower your chances of passing it on to your partner and helping your immune system stay healthy. Also, as not mentioned before, but it's so important to not share needles for shooting drugs, piercings, or tattoos, because as mentioned earlier, HIV can be transferred via blood to blood, so using a needle with someone who may be HIV positive increases your risk of getting HIV. And then lastly, just get tested. having other STDs makes it easier for you to pass on HIV to others. So treating yourself for your STDs besides HIV regularly, and then always making sure that you're aware of your sexual status. If you get positive, or if you test positive for HIV, it's important to communicate that with your sexual partners so that they can be tested too. And even if you're really, really careful not to spread HIV, just be honest with your partners about your status so you can both be informed, and you can hold your partner and yourself accountable for practicing safe sex and being healthy. So yeah, practicing safe sex and knowing your status is the best way that you can prevent HIV. Use condoms, know your status, get tested, and remember that it's not a life sentence if you are HIV positive, and there's so many resources out there that can help you. I hope this helped a little bit, and if you have any questions, let me know. Have a good one.